everybody. Gonna do a car ride with Kyle. Today I'm gonna talk about my new series coming up, my contest prep for my pro debut. I'll be doing a video log series. It'll have its own playlist or channel. You can find that on my channel, K Blair Fitness, and it'll be a 30-week prep. I'll kind of give you updates on things that I do, not everything, because I can't give away all my secrets, but a lot of things, and just mental notes and experiences, so you can kind of get like a secondhand view on what it's like. So first I'll talk about things that I do now that I just started, or competitors should do now. So before you even start the prep, you want to make sure that you are in what I consider a prime state, okay? And that consists of a lot of things. You want your metabolism to be healthy. For girls, I like at least 2,000 calories. For guys, at least 2,500 with no weight gain present. So you want to make sure that, and that is bare minimum. I'd actually prefer a lot more. You also want to make sure that you have at least 20 weeks, okay? If you're a girl doing figure or physique, I would suggest 25 plus. If you're men's physique, at least 15. I would still get closer to 20. And for bodybuilding, men's and women, at least 20 weeks. And bikini, 20 weeks, I would say. Unless you're a fairly lean person, then you can probably get it closer to 15. So you want to make sure that you have adequate time for the prep, alright? You don't want to lose a bunch of weight or have to get aggressive, and you don't want to be 2 weeks out and really afraid that you're not lean enough. Instead, if you have 20 to 25 weeks, you have plenty of time, and what if you get lean too quick? That is not a possible thing, okay? Now, if you're 20 weeks out and you're sitting at 4% body fat, that might be too soon, but I highly doubt that would happen unless you did like a 50-week prep or something. So, because you can always reverse into the show, and if you reverse, you'll come in fuller, your metabolism will be healthier, and you'll enjoy life a little bit better. So that's what you can do if you are too ready too soon, or whatever some people think is going to happen. Other things to make sure that when you start a contest prep, make sure that your relationships with your friends, family, and God are healthy, okay? Contest preps are hard, not only on you, but the people around you. I hate to say it, but it's an extremely selfish phase of your life, okay? It's all about you, and it's not really your fault most of the time. You can make it your fault, but most of the time it's not. You have to eat right, you have to do your cardio, you can't skip the gym, and that's just what you have to do, It's nothing personal, but it just needs to be done to reach that elite level of conditioning. So that's another thing you want to do. I try to get my caffeine tolerance down, and that is so when I get farther into prep, I can introduce caffeine again, and it works, So many people suck it down 2-3 times a day, sometimes 4, and they don't even feel anything from it. It's just, something they do. So you want to make sure that you can actually implement caffeine at some point in your prep, and it helps your energy levels, and it helps burn fat, and it's not just already numb to your body, okay? I start practice posing, okay? A lot of people are like, why? You have so long. Posing is such an easy thing to perfect, You might not be spot on with your diet. You might not be spot on with your training. But posing is something that you can get spot on with practice, okay? So you might as well perfect it. So when you're on stage, you know that at least one thing, 100% guaranteed, will be perfect when you're on stage. And I don't just mean what you look like. I'm talking about the endurance, how hard you can pose without freaking out, avoid cramps, and just stage presence, looking comfortable in the poses. So that's very, very important. Another thing I'll do, I'll start weighing myself and taking progress pictures. Now, people always want to find that half-natty lighting where you look great, And I try not to do that. I try to find a place, and I'll do it around the same time, so a Monday before I train, or right after a refeed or something. And I'll take it in a lighting in a room that's not great, but not piss poor. You don't want some lighting that just washes you out and you can't see anything, obviously. But you don't want that lighting that makes you look like you're already at 5% when you're at 10. You you know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. The lighting that you would take your Instagram picture is not a good one. So that's another thing you want to do. And then last but not least, you want to think ahead and kind of just make an outline of everything. So when you want to cut, when you want to, arrange your hotel, tell people about it, and just, figure out a timeline so that you're never frantically rushing to get things together. So those are all very important things for a contest prep, and I'll probably post a video every 2, maybe 3 weeks, giving you updates on my mental and physical notes, and I might even do some posing, light. So stay tuned, and thank you for listening to me for 6 minutes of your life. Everyone have a good day, and stay tuned for my other competition prep videos.